Have you ever written a scene and felt like, something was missing? The stakes were there. The characters were in place, but it just didn't grab you? Hi, I'm Andrea from Bibisco, the novel writing software downloaded by over 200,000 writers around the world to bring these stories to life. And today we are going to talk about what makes a scene impossible to look away from: tension. Whether you are writing a thriller, a romance, or a fantasy epic, tension is the key ingredient that keeps readers turning the page. Let's get into it. Tension is the lifeblood of storytelling. It's that magnetic pull that keeps your readers engaged, the little voice whispering, just one more page. It's the sense that something is about to happen, even if you don't know what. And that uncertainty, that emotional edge is what makes your scenes come alive. Without it, even the most dramatic setting or explosive action can feel hollow. Tension gives your readers a reason to care, a reason to worry, a reason to hope, and the best part, you can create it in any genre. So, how do you build this invisible force? Tension starts with stakes. If your characters have nothing to lose, there's nothing for the reader to worry about. Let's say a character is sneaking through a house. That's interesting. But if they are trying to escape with evidence that could save someone's life, now you've got a tension. Or maybe the stakes are emotional. Someone is about to confess their love, but they know it could destroy a friendship. That's personal. That's risky. That's tension. Tension thrives on uncertainty, on doubt, on pressure. When your character has a goal and something in the way, you've got the setup for a compelling scene. And here's where Bibisco can really help. With Bibisco, you can create deep, believable characters by exploring their fears, desires, and contradictions. One of the most powerful tools is the interview mode, where you answer dozens of questions from your character's point of view. It's like sitting across from them and having a real conversation. And the more you know your characters, the easier it becomes to raise the stakes and build tension that truly resonates. Let's break down the 4 main types of tension you can wave in your scenes. Conflict-based tension. This is your classic external struggle. Fights, arguments, danger. It could be a heated debate or a life or death chase. This type of tension is visual, immediate, and high stakes. Emotional tension. This lives inside your characters. It's the silent war between desire and duty, fear and courage, love and logic. Readers feel this kind of tension when they see a character not saying what they truly feel. Suspense tension. Here, the tension comes from what the reader doesn't know. Think of it like a ticking clock. You know something's coming, but not when or how. That uncertainty drives suspense. Dramatic irony. This is when the reader knows something the character doesn't. It's that moment when a character walks into a room and you are screaming at the screen, "No, don't go in there." Using a mix of these types makes your story rich and unpredictable. Tension and pacing go hand in hand. The way you structure your sentences can completely change how a scene feels. Want a scene to feel fast, urgent, and chaotic? Use short, sharp sentences. She turned. He was gone. The door slammed. Silence. These moments feel like a racing heartbeat, quick, clipped, and intense. But tension can also come from slowing things down, describing the setting in detail, drawing out a moment, letting your reader sit in that discomfort. Imagine someone walking through a pitch-black hallway. You describe the creaking floorboards, the stale air, the way their breath fogs in the cold. You are building a mood, and the reader is holding their breath with them. The best writers, like Dan Brown or Stephen King, shift gears constantly. They know when to push and when to pull back. Wait a moment. If you are finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got lots more tips on storytelling, structure, and character development coming your way. So stay tuned. Great tension isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle, internal, hidden between the lines. That's where body language comes in. Instead of saying, "She was nervous," show us. "She bites her lip. His leg bounces under the table. Her eyes flick the door every few seconds." These physical cues put the reader into the moment. They make the tension visible without ever naming it. And then there's a subtext. What's left unsaid? Imagine 2 characters in an argument where one says, says, "I'm fine," but their tone is clipped, their arms are crossed, and they avoid eye contact. The words lie, the body doesn't. This contrast between what's said and what's shown creates a delicious kind of tension because the reader knows there's more under the surface. Atmosphere is your secret weapon for tension. Your setting can amplify what's happening in the story or even become a source of tension itself. Now, dimly lit hallway, a storm outside that never stops, a silent room that suddenly goes even quieter. Use sensory details to your advantage. A good atmosphere sets the emotional tone, immerses the reader, and makes every moment feel more intense. Dialogue is more than just words. It's a dance, a duel, sometimes even a lie. Tense dialogue is rarely straightforward. It's vague, it's hesitant, it circles the truth without quite landing. "Did you see him last night?" "I might have." "Why?" That kind of exchange invites suspicion. What are they hiding? What won't they say more? Use pauses, stammers, unfinished sentences. Let the tension live in what's missing. And sometimes what's not said is more important than what is. Think of a tense scene like a roller coaster. You build anticipation, climb to a peak, and then either crash down into a moment of release or leave the ride unfinished. Don't be afraid to end scenes with tension unresolved. Leave a question hanging, a door unopened, a line of dialogue cut off mid-sentence. You can also use partial resolution. Maybe your character escapes danger, but now they have lost something precious. And foreshadowing is incredibly powerful. Drop clues. Let the reader feel that something bigger is coming. With Bibisco's story architecture tools, you can plot out exactly where your tension rises and falls, keeping your story dynamic and addictive. And to make sure everything unfolds at the right moment, Bibisco includes a timeline feature. This tool helps you visualize your entire story chronologically, so you can manage tension across scenes and chapters with precision. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and maybe your stories always keep us breathless.